Here's something I hear all the time. Social media advertising doesn't work for me. Now, this might be true for some industries, but usually my response is, are you working for your social media ads? As business owners, you know why you want to be on social media, right? Because everybody else is. But the real reason should be because platforms like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Twitter give you a chance to find the right consumer. Instead of crossing your fingers that they see a commercial or drive by a billboard or hear your ad on a radio, you're able to target people based on their interests, things that they actually care about, the different accounts and content that they're interacting with on a regular basis. It sounds great in theory, right? Being in front of your ideal consumer where they spend a majority of their time. So why haven't your efforts in the past worked? Chances are you're making one of these three common mistakes. And the first one is you're not actually targeting your consumer. Stop me if you heard this logic before. Anyone can buy my product, so I'll market it to everyone. Here's the thing, trying to appeal to everyone leaves you appealing to no one. We all drink water, right? But chances are you probably have a preferred brand. Chances are it's probably not Dasani. Your customers have to feel a connection with your product, like it was made specifically for them and their lifestyle. If you have an established business already, then chances are you have some idea of who your typical consumer is. Or even if you're starting out, you have some idea of who your ideal client might be. So when it comes to targeting, start with the basics. Are they male or female? Are they under the age of 25 or over 40? Are they students? Are they parents? Grandparents? Where do they live? Do they speak one language or multiple languages? How do they purchase your product? Is it generally online or in a brick and mortar location? Once you start thinking critically about your customer, you'll find a world of targeting options open up to you. And the more specific that you can get with those targeting options and the more specific you can make your messaging and your imagery, then the more success you'll have. Just because everybody might be able to buy your product doesn't mean that everyone will. Take the time to find the ones that are most likely to. Mistake number 2 is you probably aren't trusting a professional. It's possible you think social media advertising is easy. You may have watched a few YouTube videos or read a few blogs online. Maybe you've got a niece or a nephew in college that's on track to be an advertising major. So you figure you throw them a few bucks to run your social media accounts because, hey, everyone under the age of 30 is a natural social media whiz, right? Well, then I'd assume that you would trust those same few hours of research online or that same relative to produce a TV commercial or a radio spot or design a billboard for you, right? If not, then why is it good enough for your social media marketing, which arguably has more reach and more engagement among your target audience? Can you rely on them to produce high quality videos or take high resolution photos? You certainly can't. You don't have the time. You've got a business to run, right? On top of that, effective social media tactics are constantly changing and new platforms are appearing and disappearing all the time. So that YouTube video from 2012 isn't going to get you up to speed. What if you inadvertently violate an advertising policy and all that time and money is then wasted? The truth is the best campaigns are the result of a lot of failures. Even the best baseball players in the world strike out far more than they hit the ball, much less nail a home run. Practice makes perfect, so take it seriously, find someone with a proven track record, and you'll reap the rewards. Mistake number 3 is you're not making a real investment. And it's true, social media has a very low cost of entry, but you can't dip your toe at the end of the pool and then expect to win a gold medal, right? So that $20 weekly budget probably isn't going to result in thousands of dollars in revenue. If you don't have a lot of budget, that's all right. You can still find success, but you have to set appropriate expectations. Are you selling $35 t-shirts, or are you selling personal training sessions, or a car, or a house? If a single sale can net you 4 or 5 figures, then you have to be willing to spend like it. Your next customer is on social media right now. They might even be watching this video and seeing the ad above, below, or potentially interrupting it. The point is, whoever's ad that is, I can almost guarantee that they probably aren't working with a $20, $100, perhaps even $1,000 budget. Still, because of the targeting options that I mentioned before, and assuming that you're relying on an experienced professional, it's a good bet that whatever you do decide to invest will still end up being more affordable than just about any other digital or traditional advertising. If you really want your social media advertising to work, give it a real chance to. Of course, there's a lot more to a successful campaign than just who sees it, who runs it, and how much you spend. I mean, I haven't even touched on the difference between a boosted post or a standalone campaign, much less mentioned the term pixel yet. But if you're ready to really see what social media advertising can do for you, give me a call today.